Hey guys, Troubletcat here, recording for the Zombie Arcade. This is a live commentary. I'm playing some Team Deathmatch on Tehran Highway. Since it's only a 4v4 at the moment, that's okay. I'm gonna rock out the gun that shoots bullets. The FAMAS. No. Fuck the FAMAS. The M416. Yes, that's a gun that shoots bullets, but on this map we're not gonna need an ACOG. Get that the fuck away. Just give me a hollow sight on this. Okay. So, topic for this video. A couple things, actually. I really wanted to upload the next part of the ZA guide to Battlefield 3 today, which is going to be Rush 101. And I didn't manage to get that done because for that video, I really want to get some nice, even Rush games, some pretty close Rush games. Unfortunately, it turns out they're kind of uncommon, as you guys might be aware. Most of the Rush games, I've been playing a fair bit of Rush the past couple of days, trying to get a decent game for it, but pretty much every game I'm going into has been horrifically one-sided, and I don't want to use those kind of games because it'll make it a lot harder to talk about the things I want to talk about in that video if the game is not even remotely even, or at least it won't lend much credence to what I'm saying. To put it another way, I guess I don't fucking know. So. Sorry about that. That video will be up as soon as possible. I'm not sure, as I said, when exactly that'll be ready, but won't be too long. Hopefully, within the next few days. We'll have some Metro up tomorrow. So those of you, I know a lot of you are really liking that Let's Play. It's good to see such a strong reaction to that because I think it's the best Let's Play I've done yet, and I'm really having a good time doing it. So it's nice to see a lot more people sort of checking that out than some of my previous LPs. Oh, good God, enemies! No sniper. No, bad. Second here, just gotta try not to die. So what I wanted to ask you guys in this video and talk about to a certain extent, but mostly this is a query that I have for you folks is my cat is gonna cause me problems in a second here. Okay. Move so I don't get flanked. Ah, what? There's green over there! Apparently also an enemy. Alright, there's still a chuckle fucking this building, or behind this building. An EOD bot made me think that enemy was on my team. Alright, still an enemy. Guess that team maybe took care of him. Okay. So what I want to talk about and ask you guys about is, basically, do you want to see a ZA Guide to video for the Team Deathmatch game type? I'm doing one talking about Rush, and I'm doing one talking about Conquest, but should I do one for Team Deathmatch and Squad Deathmatch, the Deathmatch game types in this game? And the reason I ask is because, I mean, I don't hate the deathmatch game types in Battlefield 3. Far from it. I think they actually play fairly well, but I don't consider them really part of the core game experience. I consider them to be these sort of side extra. Like I don't really, yeah. To me, they're just sort of like these side extra fun game modes you can play if you want, but they're not really a core part of the Battlefield experience. Not even in Battlefield 3 when there's a bit more focus on this. But I don't feel like they're that integral to playing to the game, really. So, as I said, I don't mind playing them, and I'm happy to do videos about them if there's demand for it. But I'm just kind of curious as to how many of you play Team Deathmatch regularly? How many of you would be interested in a video talking about, or Squad Deathmatch? How many of you would be interested in videos talking about Deathmatch tactics? Because there is a little bit of strategy involved. It's not, completely devoid of any kind of tactics or anything like that. But I just feel like it's sort of not that often, not that commonly played, and it's sort of one of the less central features of the game. So, in a certain sense, my feeling on it is
take the med kit there.
That unless there's some demand for it, I'm probably not going to do videos about the deathmatch game types. But I sort of want to, in a certain sense, just to make sure, there's a good level of completeness. I'm almost out of bullets for my AK. But since I don't feel it's really that core, and I'm not sure that many people would be interested, I'm sort of on the fence about it. Trying to pick up a gun there, so I actually have some bullets, getting myself shot to pieces. How unfortunate. So basically, if you guys want to see deathmatch videos in the Meet the Weapon, not the Meet the Weapon. I've already done a few deathmatch games in that, and I will in the future. No, if you guys want to see a deathmatch video as part of the ZA guide, let me know, and I'll do one if there's demand for it. Otherwise, I'm probably not going to. Maybe after I finish everything else I have planned for the series, I'll go back and sort of talk about it as you know, a little side thing, which is, as I said, sort of how I tend to see the game type, accurate as that may be or not. But let me know. Let me know how much you play deathmatch game types, and if you're interested in that kind of video in the comments below. And that is the main query I had for you folks. Query. Teammate, have a med kit. But I might. I might continue playing for a bit. I did want to mention a couple of weapon loadouts I've been using since the patch, because I've been getting a lot of questions from people and seeing a lot of questions around the place about what are some good sort of dominant weapon loadouts post-patch, because they did change a lot of the weapon handling. So, you know, I'll talk about that a little bit. You can see here, I'm using the AEK, and I've just got the foregrip and the heavy barrel. You can swap sights on this if you want, but personally, I find the iron sights on the AEK really damn sexy, so I just use those. Now, the reason behind this is basically the AEK actually doesn't have that much recoil. It kind of feels like a laser beam. So what I tend to do is, if I don't need a flash suppressor to reduce recoil, if I can have a heavy barrel, I put a heavy barrel on there because of that increase to your aimed accuracy and the increase of damage at medium range in particular can be a really big advantage, in theory anyway, because if you're taking one shot less to kill than the enemy, then you're going to win more gunfights. And so the heavy barrel is going to help with that at medium distance. I just slapped the foregrip on here because it does get a little bit unruly with the horizontal recoil. A little bit of side to swide jittering, and the foregrip helps with that. And since the heavy barrel makes it so freaking accurate in terms of you know, bullet spread, you can see it's pretty damn low. Those shots all landing quite near each other. Shooting at an angle, or those holes would be significantly closer, but even with an extended burst, you can see they're landing really close together. That's going to hit all of those, you know, 15 shots in somebody's center of mass at that range. My cat is really angry. And the foregrip is going to help you control that horizontal recoil. What it comes down to is it is a lot more a matter of preference now, I feel. You know, people are asking me, what's the most dominant attachment setup post-patch? And the fact of the matter is that I just need to deal with my cat real quick here. Sorry, guys. Cat, just go. Just get out. You go. Okay, cool. The fact of the matter is that I can't, you know, pre-patch, you could point to one attachment loadout and you could say, suppressor foregrip, you're done. That's the dominant attachment loadout, because that was the dominant attachment loadout before patch. But now, there's a lot more variety in terms of what you're using. There are some things I wouldn't recommend. For example, I would not recommend this combination, flash suppressor and foregrip, because you're reducing your accuracy both from the hip and aiming down sights, because the foregrip increases your bullet spread, the flash suppressor reduces your hipfire accuracy. You're not going to be very accurate with this loadout at any kind of distance, so I don't really recommend that. But aside from that, I can't really point at any setups and say this is really derp-worthy. Like, so if you want, you know, you might want better hipfire accuracy, you can actually use the bipod on a lot of guns now. So if I wanted to make this gun more of a long-range kind of thing, I might set up a bipod foregrip heavy barrel on here. And the reason for this is the bipod deploys a lot more rapidly now. And since the foregrip does not give the same level of advantage it used to, you might as well slap that on there. Like, if it's a choice between nothing and a bipod, you might as well have a bipod so that you have the option. The thing you do have to be wary of is sometimes, you know, you don't want your bipod to go down because it's going to delay your shot a tiny bit, but it does deploy much faster now. So if you look at, you know, if I don't let the bipod deploy, I'm shooting sort of at that speed. If I do let the bipod deploy, there is, you know, a bit of a delay to get that much more accurate fire. But I mean, you just need to be aware of that. And if you don't want the bipod to go down, make sure as you aim down sights, you shift slightly to the left or right or something, so that your bipod does not drop. But it can be quite handy when it actually deploys where you want it to allow you to get some really, really accurate fire. And since it deploys so much, like a lot quicker now, is more effective on the assault rifles, and the foregrip is not as advantageous as it was, I really recommend, if you haven't before, trying out the bipod on guns that you wouldn't really expect to, like, try it on, you know, assault rifles, carbines, all that stuff, and it can be really useful to have now, is basically what I'm saying there. So, I guess what I'm trying to emphasize is it's hard to go wrong. I mean, it's hard to go severely wrong on your attachment loadout now, but it just comes down a lot more to personal preference. Heavy barrel changes the feel of the gun a lot. All the attachments, they just sort of slightly change the feel of the gun. I would say don't bother running a suppressor anymore unless you actually want that stealth aspect. You know, don't run a suppressor for the increased accuracy. If you want to lower your recoil, run a flash suppressor. If you want to increase your accuracy, run a heavy barrel. Only use the actual suppressor if you really want that stealth, because otherwise that slot's going to be better used for something else. Even a laser sight on a gun that you might want to hipfire a lot is still a pretty solid attachment. So, you know, I can give sort of vague advice, but what it comes down to is personal preference, what you're going to like for feel of the gun. And, yeah, I thought I'd throw that into this video as well, give you something else to speak about. So, you know, things to remember, what you have learned from this video. The next ZA Guide video will be out as soon as I can get some decent, evenly balanced Rush games. I probably won't be able to today because I need to record more Metro 2033 after I'm done recording this video. But we'll see. Maybe I'll get one later on today. And let me know if you'd like a ZA Guide to Deathmatch game types video, because, as I said, I'm probably not going to do one unless there's demand for it. At least not immediately. And I would just like to know what kind of demand there would be for that video. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm not going to play out the rest of this game because it's not that full. It's going to be kind of a slow one, and I don't want to overstay my welcome in the video land. But thanks for watching, and let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know what you thought of those things I asked about. And until next time, you motherfucker! Troubletcat out.